Looking to step up your bass playing? Let's dive into a simple exercise you can use to sharpen your skills, no matter your level. Start by playing a steady groove. Think relaxed, lo-fi, and smooth. Set your metronome at a comfortable tempo. Or focus on the root note, then add the fifth. Use your index finger for the root and your ring finger for the fifth. Play each note clean and even, locking in with the rhythm. Try this pattern, 4 beats on the root, 4 beats on the fifth. Loop it several times. Don't rush, let each note ring out and listen closely to your tone. Focus on consistency and timing. If you want to spice it up, experiment with different rhythms, like 2 beats root, 2 beats fifth, or even syncopated patterns. Remember, repetition is key. As you practice, notice how your fingers start to flow more naturally. The groove becomes easier and your confidence builds with each repetition. Every practice session is a step forward. Keep coming back to this exercise, and you'll notice smoother transitions and tighter rhythm in your playing. Take your time, enjoy the process, and let the groove guide you. Every self-taught bass player dreams of locking in a groove, but sometimes the little habits hinder progress. Let's tackle the 5 biggest mistakes, starting with the most overlooked tool, the metronome. Mistake 1, skipping the metronome. The problem? You might nail the notes, but without steady timing, playing with others can turn chaotic. Imagine trying to keep up in a band, only to realize your tempo's slipping. The fix is simple. Practice your scales and grooves with a metronome. Set it slow enough to play smoothly. Once you're confident, bump up the speed in small steps, about 10 beats per minute, challenging your fingers and your timing with every jump. It's not just about hitting the right notes, it's about hitting them on time. Consistent timing transforms your playing from good to great. So, grab that metronome and make it your best practice partner. Own your groove and take your bass skills to the next level.
Have you ever felt trapped, playing the same scale shapes, locked in one small corner of the fretboard? That frustration is rooted in a common mistake, not fully understanding or utilizing the number system. Many intermediate guitar players find themselves repeating scale degrees in a single static box, never daring to move beyond familiar territory. But the number system, the roadmap of scale degrees and chord relationships, was meant for so much more. It's not just about memorizing shapes. It's about connecting patterns, unlocking possibilities, and moving fluidly across the entire neck. Here's how you break free. Pivot points are your secret weapon. These are notes or shapes that let you jump from one position to another, seamlessly bridging octaves. Start by practicing standard progressions, a classic 6-4-1-5, for example. Don't just play it in one spot. Find it in the lowest positions, shift to the highest, and explore how those numbers translate in every key. With each pivot point, you open new doors. A single chord shape transforms into a launching pad for creative movement. Suddenly, progressions become maps, guiding you through the terrain of the fretboard, rather than trapping you in a box. Imagine the freedom to play a progression anywhere, to express ideas in different registers, and to answer musical questions with confidence instead of confusion. The more you practice moving through pivot points and changing keys, the more fluent you become. This is your opportunity to turn frustration into momentum. Embrace the number system. Seek out those pivot points. Practice shifting progressions across the fretboard. You'll gain versatility, deepen your understanding, and discover a new level of musical expression. Let your playing evolve beyond the box, and take your music wherever you want it to go.
Mistake number 3, only practicing alone and becoming what some call an Instagram musician. It's easy to get comfortable jamming with backing tracks or just your own riffs, But here's the truth. Real music happens in the mix. If you never play with others, you miss out on learning ensemble dynamics, reading other musicians, and truly locking in as the backbone of a rhythm section. Imagine plugging in at a gig and suddenly realizing you don't know how to find your space in the band's sound. That's the challenge bassists face who stick to solo practice. The fix? Put yourself out there. Join a cover band, start jamming with friends, or even play at church. If getting together isn't always possible, try a practice amp with multiple inputs to make home jams feel more like the real thing. The goal isn't just to play, it's to connect, groove, and become a true musician. Your journey starts where you step beyond your comfort zone. The next time you pick up your bass, challenge yourself. Who can you play with today? Collaboration unlocks growth, so don't go it alone.
Ever wonder why your bass lines sound flat, even after memorizing dozens of songs? Here's mistake number 4. Learning songs instead of mastering techniques and phrasing. It's easy to get caught copying your favorite lines, note for note. But if you don't understand what's happening under the surface, the theory, the phrasing, you're stuck repeating, never creating. The fix? Break those lines apart. See how they connect back to foundational scales. For example, the major pentatonic scale isn't just a list of notes, it's the backbone for countless iconic bass grooves. If you understand this, you can build, improvise, and compose with confidence, not just copy. And then, don't stop at the notes. Focus on phrasing. Add slides, trills, and subtle touches that bring your lines to life. Mimic the groove, not just the tune. That's how you move from imitation to innovation. Shift your mindset. Learn to see every song as a lesson in musical language, not just a set of instructions to follow, but a conversation you can join. That's where true musicianship begins.
Ever wonder why memorizing endless scale patterns doesn't make your bass lines stand out? Here's the truth. Knowing every shape across the neck won't create a single memorable groove, unless you know how to use them musically. The real problem? Treating scales like a checklist instead of a vocabulary. Without context, memorized shapes stay locked in your fingers and never reach the music. Try this instead. Explore scales all over the neck, not just in one position. Pay close attention to your favorite bassists, Pino Palladino, for example. Listen to how they turn scales into soulful lines. Analyze their phrasing, the way they bend notes, add slides, and craft rhythms. Now, bring those ideas into your own practice. Don't just run scales. Make lines, build grooves, and experiment with phrasing. Scales aren't just patterns. They're the alphabet of your musical language. The more creatively you use them, the more expressive your bass playing will become.